Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Sparkling World of Wonder. Thank you so much for joining me, and please don't forget to like and subscribe, which helps support this channel and its content. So today I have an unboxing for you. Normally I don't do unboxings until I am ready to kit up, and right about now I got about 4 projects going. So I'm not ready to kit this up, but this is a new company to me, so I just had to get an early look at it. So let's get started. So this is it. This box came a little bit beat up, so I really hope that it's okay. But let's dig in. I really like this box. It's quite sturdy, even though it got a bit beat up here, and shows what's included and a little bit about the kit. Toolkit, port glue, laced edges, and velvet back. So let's take a look inside. There we go. So this is what I got, and I'm just gonna zoom in a bit to show you the image. This is a 60 by 60. It is a round, and it's called Rogue Spell, and it is by the artist Finira, I think it's pronounced. Sorry if I don't pronounce that right. And it is from the one with the diamond art. This is the first time I'm ordering from this company. This is a UK-based company. It is a small business that is owned by Meg and Kathy, so I'm looking forward to see what they have sent me. Let's start by taking a look at the toolkit. This is a nice velvety bag that is very usable for other things. I'm just gonna pour everything out here. So this is pretty much a standard toolkit. So you get your tweezers. I'm actually surprised that there are tweezers in this kit, because this kit is around, so that is nice to see. Nice tweezers, nice quality, sharp bended, and with the company logo. You get your standard pen with your squishy. You get washi tape and a few multi-placers. I think this is a 2. This might be 6 and 10 maybe. I don't know. It's difficult to see. I normally don't use these, but they are nice to have. And you get your standard boat and a container with very thick wax. So that is the toolkit. I'm just gonna put that aside, and we're gonna take a look at the sticker sheets and then the canvas. And at the end, I'm gonna look at the drills. Here are the sticker sheets, and first off, I love the fact that they are using numbers and then the alphabet, and only then are they using symbols. So just to take a quick look at these, I don't see many symbols. I actually don't see any symbols that I expect will be difficult to tell apart. So you have an 8, but you don't have a B. That's usually the ones that are difficult to tell apart. You do have a 3, but that's a totally different color than your 8. So this is really nice. It seems to be easy to see. So in this kit there are how many colors? There are 49 colors, and there are, what are those? RBs? Might be dust drills. 4 of those. So yeah, can't wait to take a look at that. Sticker sheets, individual sticker sheets. That is easy to put on your containers. So real nice. Take a look at that. I just love this image. So I'm just gonna move the drills away and let's take a look at the canvas. Look at that. Sorry for the glare, it's quite impossible to avoid. So first off, this image is covered by a very thin plastic. It is a port glue, and I'm sure it's very sticky. Yes, it's very sticky, very sticky. It is covered by a very thin plastic, and normally I wouldn't like that, but lately I have experienced these very thick plastics when you roll it, which I do because I sit on my couch. So when you roll these canvases with very thick plastics, I have experienced this causing rivers, and that does not happen with these thin plastics. So I actually like that. I like the fact that this plastic is thin. We'll see how it goes when working with it, but it looks nice. I like it so far. So pretty self-leveling, not fully, but I'm sure that's easy to level out. There we go. So just like the box said, it has a velvety back and scalloped and punctured edges. So I won't expect any kind of fraying from this canvas. The canvas is a nice thickness. It is not too stiff. It's easy to roll. So it feels nice. I like it so far. So like I said, 49 colors for 60 by 60. That's pretty decent. I don't care for too much confetti, and I don't think there will be in this image, but let's take a look. This is the canvas. Very nice and clear symbols. Very easy to read. This is very nice and very clear. I'm just gonna put a light pad under it to see how it looks underneath a light. There we go. So you can see with the light pad. So this is how the canvas looks with the light pad on. So very, very clear and nice symbols, both with and without the light pad. So if you don't have a light pad, you won't need it. It's very clear and nice without it. So this is a round, and as you probably know, for those of you who've seen my other videos, I use a ruler when I do round kits. So I'm just gonna measure out the grid size for this particular painting. If you want to know more about how to measure out the grid size, please check out my video, tips, tricks, and troubleshooting on the diamond painting rulers. That will tell you how to pick out the right size of ruler for a canvas if you want to use it. So I'm just gonna measure out the canvas. Horizontally, this is 13.8, which means that this is a 138 canvas. I'm just gonna measure the other way as well to see if it's the same size vertically and horizontally. Vertically, this is a 139.5. So different size, this happens a lot. That just means that you have more options if you want to use the ruler. In this case, I'm actually very happy to see it because everything above a 139 means that I can use the mesh ruler, which I prefer. So I will be using a mesh ruler and I will be working vertically, and I will be using a 139.5 for this. Now let's take a look at the drills. The one thing that I am always most curious about in a new kit is the quality of the drills. So let's dig into these. I'm just going to do a talk over on this so we don't have to listen to the noise from the plastic while I unwrap these. So inside the bags we have a legend that once again tells you the drills and also tells you the quantity of the drills. So there are 49 colors in this bag and I am just gonna get them all out. They are individually wrapped in little baggies and they are marked with the DMC numbers, which I like because that is what I use to find my drills. So that is a nice touch. Now I'm just gonna lay out all the colors and let me tell you, they are nice and vibrant. And these are the special drills, the ones that were marked with RB. And turns out that they are ABs. So I was expecting them to be called ABs, but that is okay. So there are 4 of them and I'm just gonna show them to you in the bag, and later on I will be pouring them out into the tray so that you can really get a good look at them. And that is it. These are all the colors. Aren't they nice? Now I'm just gonna pour a few of them into a tray so that I can show you the quality of these drills. And I'll start off by showing you the ABs. First off is the color 3766. Very nice and shiny. And then 796. The next AB is the color 413. And the last AB is the color 208. Now I'm just going to show you some of the regular colors. This is the color 3846 and number 964. Next up is number 939, which is one of the darker colors. And last off, number 310. All in all, I think these colors are very nice. The drills are very nice and conform. I don't see trash. I think that these drills have undergone a strict quality control, and I am looking very much forward to getting started with this. Now, that's it for the drills, but I just have to give a shout out to the web page as well. I know that this has nothing to do with the unboxing, but this web page is just a joy. Whether you are new to diamond painting or an experienced diamond painter looking for the ultimate challenge, this web page has it all. It has everything you need to know about diamond painting, except for the grid size of the canvas, but that's just me. Licensed artwork, which size to choose, and customer service standing by to help you choose the right size, the environmental impact of your purchase, and a little bit about the owners and the story behind the company. The webpage also includes a little bit of information about the artists. And not for all, but for some of the paintings, there are renderings that shows the image in different sizes, which I think is a really nice touch. The paintings available ranges from small and low priced to large and very complicated images with many colors, some over 200. So if you're looking for a challenge, you can find it here. Now, the world being what it is right now, I have to touch on shipping as well. This company normally ships directly from China, but due to tariffs and regulations, they now ship to themselves in England and then to the buyer where they might be. So, of course, this will prolong shipping time, but is meant to keep cost down. However, for some countries, this actually means an additional import fee. In my case, it does because I am located in Denmark, but it is what it is. They are trying to get around the cost of shipping from China at the moment, and hats off to that, that they are trying to help the consumer avoid tax and tariffs. So anyway, so that's it for this unboxing. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up. And if you would like to see more content like this, please support the channel by hitting the subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!